what's happened today. So today we will speak with a very interesting about a very interesting subject. We will speak about construction, road construction here in Switzerland, specifically in Zurich. We know very much about how it's complicated for us going outside on summer. We always have so many constructions. So today we'll invite someone who can speak a little bit about that and why this happen in the city usually in the summer. So our guest today is Marco Ludovic. He's here. Hello Marco, how are you?
I'm fine.
Marco, say a little bit about you, your name, what you do.
My name is Marco Ludwig. I'm 42 years old, married. I have a 4-year-old son. I work in Strabag as a technical branch manager for road construction. Yeah, that's pretty it.
So you work in work construction. So how is for you? How is your experience? How many years you do in that? How is your experience in this area, in this branch?
Like in this branch, I worked like 27 years now. So I never working with anybody, anything else. I
Okay.
learn, I learn from, yeah, I learn from the ground, and I worked my way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So where you come from, Marco? You come from Switzerland or?
No, I was born and raised in Germany,
Okay.
and I came to Switzerland in 2006. And since then, I work here in infrastructure and road construction.
Okay. Good. So, what for you was the experience more interesting till the moment here in Switzerland in this field?
It's like in Switzerland, they have like, or there are like, it's a beautiful place, and there are like, for this small country, there are like very interesting projects around, and don't have a lot of had a lot of companies here, but the big projects just
And tell us a little bit about your branch, what you do in your field of construction here in Switzerland.
yeah, as I said, I work with infrastructure and road construction. So this means like we build like the infrastructure.
And for you here in Switzerland, what exactly happened in summer? So this is the most important question. So we will delay a little bit for you answer that, but start to think about because I think for people who lives here, I don't know if it's the same in all Europe. Maybe it's the same, but you told me have one explanation about that. It's very interesting, but I don't know if everybody know the what's today is about. We speak about. Things that is different from another countries and bring for people, the foreign people or people that is coming to Switzerland to live or to stay for a while and know a little bit what's happened here and what we usually deal with. So I think it's interesting information for we get. So about your branch, you spoke a little bit about, but for you in these years of experience, you have something that is just different from the usual? Because you say that it's something interesting, but what is different for you from the usual? So in your field, you do usually road construction, but what is else can happen that you must also go and check it out?
It's a complicated question. Like in the end, we do all the time the same. Like it doesn't matter what we have to build. Maybe one day you have like it's just like a big working place.
And what for you, like, what else you can do? Usually, when you do work construction, what can happen under the earth? Like, what's here in Switzerland usually we do, because we don't have a cables up and the street. So tell us a little bit about the extractor here in Switzerland for cables and things like that. So it's everything under the earth. So tell us what is about when you need to do a road. What's happened there? What can happen? What can be a problem? Tell a little bit, please.
Yeah, here everything is in the ground, and
For you, you already have this information, so it's not possible break something in the way or one pipe or
you check and nothing is there, and then you keep going, and then 3 meter after or 5 meter after this pipe that should have come before and come there. So something can happen all the time, but you need to be like careful.
okay. There's something else. How many time you need to finish one road construction?
It depends on the size of the project. Like if you like have a project where you like renew everything, like every pipe, like canalization, electricity, water pipes, like depends on what.
It's usually different, but my question was more about the usual how many time you need for one project? Usually, what is the normal for you? What
No,
you really
the
do?
usual project is between 3 and 6 months.
Okay,
More or less.
okay. And about the project, so usually they call you, and what you need to do offer, of course, for the project. But when you need to do something and one pipe break or some light cable breaks, what is the deal? You need more time? Your company, the company you work for, do that, or need to call someone else to come? And this, how, what this makes for your project? Like, this takes more time, or this still
If something happened in like in the working place we are already,
yeah, it could be better if we have electricity at home all the time. Here in Switzerland, you, in general, it's not working a lot, don't have electricity or water. Usually it's just when something happen or some construction are happening and then something break. But in the general, it's not a normal thing to happen. So okay, so you have about 6 months to do. Like in the general, is the your work get about 6 months, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. But what you think about this time? When you usually do your projects for? So when you plan to do some work constructions, or when it's better to do work construction?
the biggest problem is like we as the companies, like we don't plan this to this top.
Okay, but usually it's the government who has these projects for the roads.
Yeah, the canton or the Stadt or the Gemeinden. Yeah, depends. But they tell us when we can start and when we have to be done.
Okay, so where we go, every place where we go, have some work construction. It's road construction everywhere. We cannot stop. We have not park space to stop the car and park the car. We have everywhere a lot of cars and the way and stopping and the roads because the road construction. So why in summer?
Yeah, it's not too difficult. It's like the problem. Like in winter, it can be very cold. Like in the last couple of years, this didn't happen, but usually this can be
So that's why maybe in summer we have so many struggle about sorry, we are doing this first time we're doing this way, so we have a little bit a lot of things to learn here. But we're going. So the last question was the most important, I think, for everybody who come here in Zurich and in Switzerland in general, because everybody are doing road construction, and at the moment you just said there was because asphalt is something, asphalt needs to be very warm to work well and to construct one good road construction. For you have a good road, you need to also have a good asphalt and warm. So that's something, because usually in winter here it can be like 3 degrees, can always rain, can and that can also be a complication. You can do asphalt when rain, or how this works?
You can do this always, but as I said, like the people that
So how long these roads are good, still good after you finish?
the plan is like for 50 years. This should or this is usually not a problem. Depends on
About 15 years, but
50.
can 15 years.
50.
50? Okay, 50 years a lot. So about 50 years, but can be problems in the way, and then can need to change everything and so on. And about the quality, you say about the quality. What do you think about the roads here in Switzerland? How is the quality for roads? You come from Germany, so have what's for you better, or you think both is good? How is for
Yeah,
you?
both is good, but I think like here in Switzerland, the roads are like from very very good.
So is that. Do you want to say something about your work, or let one message?
Yeah, I hope like we don't do this construction sites because we don't have nothing else
Yeah, I think everybody needs to know what's normal and why in summer, because that's what it was the first motivation I call you, because I think everybody start to think about everybody's outside, everybody wants to be outside, so we have long days, usually till 21. We have like 21 is 9 p.m. So we have sun, so everybody wants to be outside longer, so don't go directly from home to from work to home. And also always have traffic, so very traffic cars, like very much cars and way, and a little bit slowing time. So I think that's why maybe people run and complain about. But yes, it must be done. If don't do it at this moment, it cannot be done in another one, because yes, the quality will be very low and the price is high. So if you do something with a low quality, you lost money, and in the end, this is also our tax. So everybody pay for that. Should be good at the end. And have also, I think, for me it's very interesting to know, when we drive in Switzerland is different of all countries I have been, and also Germany, because it's good, but when you are in one route where have a lot of cars, so it's in big cities, it's always better, but always have like some always have um, road constructions. So yeah, usually they do a lot, but in small routes, I think it's not too good. Here we have also in small routes very good quality of asphalt, and the routes are very good. So I think, yeah, that's what we need to pay for, have the quality we want to drive. Here, I think it's interesting in the way we're talking about cars and traffic of cars in the streets and roads. I think interesting we say, because Germany have a totally different rules about driving and and at street. So can you tell us just a little bit about that? Because here the routes are very good, but we cannot go too fast. What is the speed limit in one um, freeway?
It's not that too much different. Like, 100. Like on the autobahn, of course, in Germany you can go how fast you want, or you can,
Then they get way.
like
Okay.
not everywhere, but in some places. But yeah, as you said, Germany is much bigger than Switzerland. So, and here are like always some mountains like in the way. So
Yeah, you cannot go fast
you,
anyway.
you don't have this problem in Germany. So
Okay. So is that. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you for speak a little bit about this subject. It's very interesting. I hope you like the video, and I hope you like to to do the video. And is that. Thank you very much to do this interview, because in the final is an interview. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody who watching that. And do you want to say something to finish? Thank you. Bye. Ciao. Ali.